Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, my people? I hope you guys' evening is doing well. If you're Cameroonian and you're watching my video, um, sorry that you guys have to go home at the quarterfinals. I feel like there's a lot of potential in your team. And I think if you guys can just work on your midfield and you guys will be good at the next African tournament, you know? If you're a Moroccan right now, if you're a Moroccan, congratulations to you guys. You guys won convincingly. Your team deserved this victory. They deserved this win. They were outstanding. They were amazing defensively. They were solid. The midfield was beautiful. Your attackers, your strikers, your offense was firing on all cylinders. Very, very good performance, man. From Yasin Bono all the way to El Kabi, this team was amazing, bro. Um, I want to say that it was very, very interesting because before this game started, I was analyzing this game at my live stream, and I said Morocco is going to possibly try to dominate ball possession. They can be a ball playing team that can play out from the back, and they're very, very flexible in doing what they have to do to get the job done. When it comes to playing long ball, or when it comes to crossing in, whatever they're trying to do, they have Hakimi, they have Ezazuli, they have Brahim Diaz, and Cameroon. I look at Cameroon as they are a team where they are going to be a defensive counter-attacking team. That's how I see Cameroon. At the beginning of this African tournament, I feel like a lot of us, even the Cameroonians, would agree with me in this that Cameroon is cannot play out from the back, and they are not good at keeping ball possession and trying to build up. Against South Africa, they struggled a lot. It's just that they had fewer chances and they were a lot more clinical than South Africa, you know. And what happened? Bafana went home crying and listening to Amapiano. And Cameroon right now is about to go home crying, listening to Makosa. Yep, they're gonna be listening to Makosa as they're going home, bro. But regardless, shout out Cameroon, bro. They came like they are the host nation. They're in the home. They're in the stadium, and I have to give a shout out to the citizens of Morocco because that stadium was electric. It was wow. They were yelling. The atmosphere was so vibrant. Like the atmosphere was so amazing. Like when the moment they all sang the national anthem of Morocco, I just knew that Morocco is going to be charged up by the yelling of the crowd, of the home crowd, bro. But the national team is going to be coming out blazing because they can feel the energy, bro. Morocco is like Goku, bro. They are like the Dragon Ball Z team, man. They are receiving that spirit bomb right there from the crowd. It's like Goku just taking in that spirit bomb and doing that Kamehameha on these Cameroonians, bro, and turning these Cameroonians to ashes. Ashes. You know, Cameroon came out with a normal lineup, a 3-5-2 formation, which I wasn't surprised by this. And Bremo and Kofane being playing as a double striker, because like I said, they are a defensive kind of attacking team. You're not gonna see them try to play 4-2-3-1 or at least start out with a 4-3-3. Morocco came out with a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 formation or a 4-3-1. I'm sorry, a 4-1-2-3 formation, which either way it works every fine because you know what I'm saying. Like it changes up. You know what I'm saying. Hakimi started, Mazarawi started, Ezazuli, Brahim Diaz, El Kabi. And right up from minute one, Morocco was already giving damage, bro. They were pressing, they were suffocating the midfield of Cameroon. Cameroon could not get past the halfway line of the pitch, bro. They try to get past the halfway line of the pitch, they lose the ball. It was insane, bro. I have never seen Cameroon this routed since the beginning of this tournament, bro. I have never seen them get this outplayed in the first half. They got bullied in the first half. The defenders try to play out from the back, they will get pressed up. They were getting pressed, bro. Losing the ball, getting dispossessed just for Morocco to have a chance to put a shot on target. And one thing I do have to mention was Cameroon in the first 15 to 20 minutes, they were unnecessarily too aggressive. Cameroon was unnecessarily too aggressive, bro. Morocco had about 4, 5 free kicks around the edge of the box. That's not good. That's not good defense. That's not how you win your duels, bro. Yes, of course, sometimes they might fall off of a light touch. Morocco might flop. I'm not saying that it's part of the game. I'm not like co-signing all that flopping and diving and all that fake injury stuff. But there were moments where Cameroon players was making contacts and it was enough to convince the referee to blow the whistle. Even the lineman was blowing the whistle. Around the 24th minute, I feel sorry for Junior Chamadu for of Cameroon. I think he has 2 goals in this AFCON tournament. And he's one of the best players in this AFCON tournament. If I'm going to be honest, I think he's played better than Brian Mbeumo and a lot of the other Cameroonian players. Man, it was really sad. Mazarawi kind of fell on him. Mazarawi fell on him, but it was unintentionally, and it kind of seemed like in a couple minutes he played for a couple more minutes, but then he went down, having his jersey over his face, admitting that like he was feeling so much pain. So he was taken off in a stretcher and he was replaced by Eric Mbibe or whatever the guy name was. Couple minutes, Morocco had a corner kick and Hakimi took it, and the next thing you know, Morocco's one go up. Brahim Diaz, man. Brahim Diaz, bro. Water baller. 5 goals in 5 games. I'm telling you, this guy is the best player in Afcon tournament right now. Maybe Lookman and Osimhen is right behind him, but Brian Diaz is amazing, bro. He's been balling. He was bullying these Cameroonians, man. Bullying Nagida, bullying Tolo, giving them the work, giving Cameroon the work, bro. And on the other side, you had Ezazuli, who was also punishing them too. Ezazuli was punishing these guys, bro, bullying them. It was crazy. Like I was like, I have never seen Cameroon get bullied like this in since the beginning of this African tournament, bro. In this first half, it was a one-sided show. Morocco suffocated that midfield. They were pressing the ball, dispossessing these guys. Yeah, there was a couple times where Morocco also got dispossessed as well, but it didn't lead to anything when Cameroon tried to, play the ball around. Second half began, and I will give Cameroon credit for trying to push the pace up. I think that at the beginning of the second half, they did a good job trying to, equalize the game. They were progressing the ball better. They were winning the duels, stabilizing the midfield, stabilizing the defense, letting the fullbacks overlap, passing the ball around, but there was no shot on target. There was no reward. The reward of trying to gain ball possession is to put the ball in the net, and they could not do that. There were a couple of times where um, Cameroon had a chance to score, but Morocco defense was very solid, bro. Morocco center backs and Yassine Bono was just amazing, bro. Played out any threatening runs that Cameroon was making. And I was saying, if Morocco score one more goal, it's going to be game over because Cameroon is not the type of team that could play out from the back and try to break down a defensive team, a defense like Morocco. They're not going to easily break down a defense like Morocco. And the next thing you know, at the 74th minute, there was a free kick taken. Sabari, chest, shoot. There you go. 2 go up. Cameroon nil, Morocco 2. And I was like, you know what? Wrap this up, bro. Wrap this up. Wrap it up. Wrap this game up. At least, can Cameroon score one goal? Can they score a goal? Can they not give Morocco a clean sheet? They couldn't even do that. Lots of corner kicks that Cameroon had towards the end of the game, but it did not amount to nothing. A lot of subs was being made, still didn't amount to nothing. I would say that Morocco convincingly won this game. And if you're Moroccan, if you're a citizen of Morocco, you should be proud of this team because this team is an amazing team right now, bro. I am looking at a golden generation of a team, and we have to accept that. I mean, this was part of some of the players here made it to the semifinals of 2022 World Cup, and I'm hoping that they can do damage in the 2026 World Cup in the United States, where I'm living at right now in this East Coast. So it's really gonna be fun seeing these guys trying to win. Shout out to Morocco, Cameroon. This is where the journey ends. I think Cameroon is in a bright spot. The football director, Samuel Eto'o, is doing a good job. The coach is very solid. He's a very good coach, in my opinion. He's been able to let them get this far, but I think Cameroon needs to walk in the midfield. They need to find a way to get midfielders or at least produce talents, have talents that are very good and technical on the feet, because Cameroon midfield right now is dead. Morocco bullied them in that midfield, bro. And I don't even know any of these Moroccans players in the midfield. I'll be real with y'all, bro. As for Morocco, um, I forgot who they could be going up against. I think they're gonna be waiting for Nigeria and Algeria, possibly. So it's gonna be fun to see um who Morocco will be playing up against. Neither of the opponents tomorrow will be an easy team to beat, but there's a whole point when you're advancing to the finals in the AFCON. So if you're Moroccan, you tell me what you guys think. If you're Cameroon, you tell me what you think. Or if you're guys who was watching this game, tell me what you think, man. Tell me what you guys think about this game. I think this was a convincing victory. Morocco dominated the midfield in the first half, second half. They were very good defensively and they were able to score a second goal, which was very, 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 very needed. And there you go. And there you have it. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next time. I'll be here tomorrow. Ivory Coast versus Egypt. Amad Diallo versus Mohamed Salah. And you have Algeria versus Nigeria. Mahrez versus Osimhen or Lookman, whoever it is. Tomorrow games is gonna be amazing, and I hope you guys are there with me to watch these games. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I am Black Ralphie Ash Black. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.